All right, folks, back with you here live. We are in the ABC 15 newsroom right now, tracking just some rain and dust that is approaching the East Valley once again. If you were watching, I was with you yesterday, really at the same exact time. We're just approaching the 3 a.m. hour here in Phoenix. Let me go ahead and break down for you. We have multiple angles across the valley right now. This is really just impacting right now the East Valley. Let me show you quickly just around the different camera angles that we have. Left side of your screen is going to be live pictures from Air 15. I was just talking to our helicopter crew just a moment ago, and we are in the area right now of the Loop 202 and McQueen looking south. So that's going to be right towards the Chandler area. Right side of your screen is going to be Desert Doppler, so you can see where those thunderstorms are developing, similar to where it was yesterday. This is going to be along the Queen Creek Santan Valley area, right along the Loop 202 Santan. Let me go ahead and show for you what it looks like right now at the Loop 202 in Broadway. It is just coming down really, really hard for some folks right here at the Loop 202 in Broadway. You can see one car actually just pulled off to the side right there, but you can see how much rain is on the roads as a result of these thunderstorms that are in the area right now. Let me go ahead and show Desert Doppler. You can see you have thunderstorms along the Loop 202 Red Mountain, along the Loop 202 Santana, right where the Loop 202 and the US 60 intersect. The entire valley right now is under a flash flood watch until tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. What essentially that means is that there is a potential for flash flooding when these thunderstorms hit these certain areas. So we are not under a flash flood warning at this time. We are just under a flash flood watch. But if you go ahead and take a look right here from Air 15, that is dust. That is just a wall of dust. Not so defined what we saw yesterday in the Maricopa area, but that is a wall of dust that is in the Chandler area, the South Chandler, Ocotillo area. You are seeing the majority of the dust here this afternoon, but we are also seeing some rain. Let me go ahead and show you again that picture from our ADOT cameras. It's going to be the Loop 202 at Broadway. Just some very, very heavy rain in this area here. So we told you all day that there would be a chance of rain in portions of the valley, and that is exactly what is happening here. We do also have, let me show you quickly, our ABC 15 Desert Doppler live drive, which is traveling around too. So we will continue to bring you live pictures from the air and from the ground here. But let me get you back to that double box so you can see the state of Arizona right now really has some scattered thunderstorms throughout the state. You can see on the right side of your screen, Desert Doppler. We have thunderstorms near the Picacho Peak area, Casa Grande area. You go up north towards the Prescott and Sedona area, you are starting to see some thunderstorms as well. So most of Arizona really in the mix here today for some thunderstorms. And let me show you that wall of dust that, again, is impacting the Chandler area. This is going to be right around the Loop 202 looking south towards Chandler right now. You can see those dusty conditions all around this neighborhood right here. Last we heard from Air 15, they're in the area of the Loop 202 in McQueen looking south right now. So that is the angle from Air 15. And let me go ahead and show you again what it looks like at the Loop 202 and Broadway. All right, so once again, if you are just joining us here, we do have live pictures from our ADOT camera. We have live pictures from Air 15. Look at this dust right here that is covering portions of Chandler. This is going to be south of the Loop 202 Santan and Chandler, where we're seeing some significant dust. Not so defined that we have seen in the past, but definitely bringing some dusty condition to some folks in the South Chandler, southeast portions of Gilbert here this afternoon. We have seen some rain develop really across the state here. So this is just impacting the East Valley, but I did want to show you what Desert Doppler looks like right now. You can see portions of really the entire state seeing scattered thunderstorms right now. As we zoom in, you can see really where we are seeing that dust and that heavy rainfall. Florence has been seeing some light rain, and this is what the estimated rainfall has been for the past 24 hours, just so you can get a look as we zoom in right here. Florence has seen a good amount of rain just within the past 24 hours, but let me go ahead and get you back to the dusty conditions in the Chandler area right now. You can see that wall of dust extending pretty deep. Not so defined, which we have seen the past couple of days, but definitely some noticeable dust that is lingering around the South Chandler area right now. And just so you can see on Desert Doppler, as we zoom in here just a little bit, you can see what it looks like. Definitely some larger thunderstorms. That little lightning strike means that lightning is in that general area. As we dive a little bit deeper, this is going to be right around the Val Vista, Queen Creek area, starting to see some heavy thunderstorms there. And as we move towards the US 60 and the Loop 202, the Super Red 10 area, right along the US 60, south of baseline, and then we work our way up a little bit as we get to a little bit of a darker color. Right around Crimson and Brown, you're starting to see some really heavy thunderstorms and probably a large amount of rain that is falling in those specific areas right now. So again, we do not have any active flash flood warnings in effect right now. There is a flash flood watch in effect really for the entire valley, as these storms have the potential to drop some pretty torrential rainfalls in the specific areas. You can see the Phoenix Metro is pretty dry right now. There looks like to be a scattered thunderstorms right along the Loop 202 Red Mountain and the Loop 101 interchange right there. But we'll see if these storms develop and work their way. Right now they're working their way northwest into the East Valley, right along the Loop 202 Santan and the Loop 202 Red Mountain, in the Apache Junction area. So we'll see if these storms do develop, but really the state of Arizona right now is seeing scattered thunderstorms in really almost every portion of the state right now. We are monitoring the latest from the National Weather Service in Phoenix. Again, the latest advisory that we have from the National Weather Service in Phoenix is that there is a flash flood watch, which you can see on your screen, which is valid until tomorrow morning at 2 a.m. That is the latest advisory from the National Weather Service. Let me go ahead and check real quickly here just so you can see what it looks like from our ADOT camera. Let me show you. That is at the Loop 202 and Broadway. So you can see a good amount of rain has soaked this roadway here on the Loop 202. As those cars move through, you can see just how much water is on the roadway there. And then we have our Desert Doppler live drive, which is in the Chandler area right now. This looks like this is going to be in the area of Lindsay, and I didn't catch that cross streets, but we are in the South Chandler area right now where our ground crew is starting to see some rain as well. We just pulled up here on Desert Doppler. You can see the amount of lightning strikes that have been in the specific area here in the west of Queen Creek in the South Chandler area. Right now, some significant rainfall with some significant lightning strikes falling in this area right now. The latest information that we have from the National Weather Service is really just telling us to remember, if you encounter any type of dust as you are driving this afternoon, a quick reminder is just, pull aside to stay alive. That's the best advice that we have for anybody that has to be on the road during these dust storms in these dusty conditions. The National Weather Service is telling us that this dust that we are seeing in the Southeast Valley will reduce visibilities to under a mile. So definitely something to be aware of if you're getting on the road in the Loop 202 area or even the US 60. You might see some blowing dust, which could impact your driving here this afternoon. But again, as we dive in here a little bit, let me show you what it looks like. This is in the area of Val Vista and Queen Creek, where you're seeing those oranges and a little bit of shade of red. That just essentially means that traditionally that is heavier rainfall that is falling in those areas right now. So specifically right around Lindsay, Val Vista and Queen Creek, you are starting to see some of that heavier rainfall. As we zoom out, you can see how wide this specific thunderstorm is reaching, and then just another pop-up thunderstorm just in the area of the Loop 202, just east of Alma School right now. So this is impacting the East Valley as we take a look at this on Desert Doppler. West Valley and Central Phoenix right now, you are in the clear. No blowing dust is heading your way. No rainfall right now is heading your way. That's not to say that could change here very quickly, as we have seen these storms really starting to develop within the past hour, and they're particularly very heavy in these certain parts. The National Weather Service went ahead and issued a flash flood watch, really for the entire portions of Phoenix, as we expect some heavier rainfall here from some of these storms. And this is impacting, if you have any friends or family or you live in the Sedona area, this is impacting you too up here. We have thunderstorms just east of Sedona, right along I-17 north of Camp Verde. You're starting to see some showers as well. And in the Prescott area, you have showers west of Prescott right now. As we take a look at the Show Low area, you have showers and some thunderstorms south of Show Low. St. John's, you're starting to see some thunderstorms heading your way. So this is really impacting a large portion of the state right now, as we see these afternoon thunderstorms starting to develop across the state. I did want to show you a different angle just so you can see how dark the skies are right now. This is at the Loop 202 and Greenfield. Just really, really dark skies in the East Valley right now as we take a look at our ADOT camera. All right, so back with you here. I wanted to show you quickly what it looks like from our Desert Doppler live drive, where you can see we are starting to see some rain where we are driving in the South Chandler area right now. Not particularly too heavy of a rainfall where we're at, but I did just spot. Let me go ahead and pull up Air 15. I'm monitoring a couple different feeds here for you guys right now. I wanted to show you what it looks like of this dust that is coming through the South Chandler area right now. Again, this is not really as defined as we have seen. Yesterday, if you were watching with me, we were monitoring a really large dust storm that hit the Maricopa area, Casa Grande area. This one looks to be not as defined as it moves through the Chandler area. It's not really reducing visibilities like we saw yesterday, but it's definitely something where there has been a dust advisory that has been issued just as a result of this. But let me go ahead and pull up Desert Doppler so you can see where the majority of the rainfall is falling right now. You can see a heavier pocket of rain is now moving towards the downtown Chandler area. So if you're in the area of Arizona Avenue and Chandler Boulevard, heads up. You could be seeing some rain as it moves its way closer and closer to the center portions of Chandler. You can see on the top right portion, East Mesa, you have that large thunderstorm that is impacting you right now. So let's zoom out so you can see a little bit of different areas of the valley of the state. I'll go ahead so you can keep an eye on that dust in Chandler as well. We are seeing thunderstorms now develop. This is brand new here, folks. This is going to be just south of Gila Bend, south of Interstate 8. We're going to watch and see how these thunderstorms move northbound towards the Maricopa area, towards the Casa Grande area, and it looks like they are starting to move across Interstate 8 right now. All right, so back with you here live. Right side of your screen is going to be Desert Doppler as you look at our live pictures of dust on the left side of your screen. That is from Air 15. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. It is just so dark in the East Valley right now, folks. We have some really dark clouds that are covering portions of the East Valley. This is going to be Loop 202 in Greenville, where we saw on Desert Doppler some thunderstorms are developing in the area, moving northbound. So let me show you quickly what it looks like. As you take a look around the valley, we have thunderstorms now south of Interstate 8, southeast of Gila Bend, southwest of Casa Grande. Those are starting to move northbound right now. And then you also have those thunderstorms that are in the Payson area, the Show Low area. You can see on the top right of your screen, Show Low, you should see some thunderstorms and some rain here very, very quickly if you're not already hearing that thunder already coming from those storms south of you. And then if you have any plans to travel on Interstate 10 here this afternoon, we did see some thunderstorms west of the Tonopah area. Quartzsite was seeing some rain here earlier. You know, you can't see that right now in the Desert Doppler area, but we did see some rain in the Quartzsite area here earlier today. Interstate 10 south of the valley looks to be dry right now, but I wouldn't hold your cards. It's not a clear bet that that's going to be a dry area for the rest of the afternoon, but the majority of the valley right now is seeing rain in the eastern portions of the valley as we continue to watch these thunderstorms to develop in the Chandler and the Chandler area right now and the East Mesa area. Let me go ahead and show you what it looks like from Air 15 as we track some dust in the Chandler area right now. You can see not as defined what we saw in the past couple of days, but definitely making the skies dusty in the Chandler and the Queen Creek area here this afternoon.